Hi guys, this is Annie. I hope you all are doing well tonight. And tonight we'll be doing this very colorful manicure. So let's get started. So these are the nail polishes we'll be needing tonight. And these are going to be listed as we go along, as well as it will be listed in the description box for anyone who needs it. I have my base colors here, my stamping polish. I have 3 sheer colors that I'll be using for this manicure tonight. And I also have my fast drying top coat. And the tools we'll be needing are I have my stamping plate from Qgirl, and that's stamping plate number 030. I have my stamper and my scraper. I have my jewels here, and to pick those jewels up you'll be needing a tweezer or a wax pencil like I have. I also have a very thin brush for doing my painting with my sheer polishes, and I also have a cleanup brush in here. To clean my stamping plate, I have some cotton on my cotton claw, and to clean my stamper, I'm going to be using my roller brush, and also some acetone for quick cleanup around the nails as well as cleaning your stamping plate. So now that we have everything needed, let's get started. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have already painted my base color on here, and to get this nice bright color, what I did was I took my Kleancolor lacquer number 4, which is just white, and I applied 1 layer of that first, and then I went ahead and I took my Salley Hansen Insta-Dri number 240 Chartreuse Chase, and I also applied just 1 coat of this, except for the ring finger, which is the accent finger tonight, that one has 2 coats of the Chartreuse Chase here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start stamping, and like I said, I am using my Qgirl plate tonight, and this is plate number 030, and I am using my Born Pretty stamping polish. And unfortunately, these nail polish does not have the name of the color. All I can tell you is this is actually brown. So if you have something similar to it, that'll work perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to chop this whole image in half, and I'm going to try and get this part of the flower right on the bottom next to the cuticle there, and see if I can get most of the top images to paint on these fingernails here. So let's do that, and we're going to do that for 4 nails except that ring fingernail. Just going to cut that in half. And again, make sure you pick up a nice clean image and line it up as best as you can. So there's my nice clean image. And the way I think I'm going to do this is press it down. I think that's giving me a better, just roll the rest on. So it's a press and roll. And then gently pull it off. And there it is. And what's lifted, here there's just a little lifted. I'm just going to tap that down. And I'm going to do the same for the next 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so now that we are done with the stamping, it's time to start painting. And I have these 3 beautiful sheer colors here. And these were actually purchased for me by my sister, but I know she ordered them on eBay, and unfortunately it's a no-name polish, so I can't even tell you what to look for. But if you don't have these sheer polishes, you could go ahead and mix your own colors using the same colors if you like these color matches that I'm using tonight, or a variation of what you prefer. And how you get these sheer colors is just add 1 or 2 drops of these in clear nail polish and lighten it up or darken it up according to your liking. So how I'm going to do this tonight is I'm going to take my little tiny brush here, and I'm going to do 1 color at a time, painting them in as I did here. And the first color I want to do is the green because I really like how that looks. And that's what I started with on this hand. I started with the green and then the orange, and I left the pink for last. So I'm going to go in the same order. Now, if you have a little dish, you can go ahead and pour 2 or 3 drops of your sheer color nail polish in there. I'm just going to lift the brush and take it right off of the brush tonight because this nail polish is actually a little thicker than normal nail polishes, so it's going to dry out really quick if I put it on a dish. So let's do that. Let's go and apply the green, and what you'll do is just kind of apply it anywhere you feel that you want the colors to be and how much off it. I'm just going to do a few and break it up like I did here because I do want the 4 colors to come through. I want that background of that very light pastel green almost, and I also want the other colors to come through of the pink, the orange, and that heavy green that I'm using. So I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to fast forward so you don't have to sit there and be bored with it. And we'll do the other colors as well the same way. After I do this green, I'm going to go ahead and apply my jewels to my nail. So you can do that, and you can use any jewels that you like as well. I'm going to use little rhinestones tonight, and I've chosen 3 rhinestones of the same color that I'm doing the shears in. So here I have my green that I took right off the nail polish brush, and I'm just gonna go in and do a little green here and there. So I'm adding more if I want it a little darker, and I'm wiping out more if it's too dark. And as you could see, some of the stamping image did not fully got on my nails because I didn't roll it out well or stamp the image complete like over here. But I'm just gonna go along and pretend it's there anyway and color in that spot, and it doesn't look that bad. It happened on my right hand as well, on the thumb as a matter of fact, and as you could see, you could barely tell once you start painting it in. So if you miss a couple spots while stamping, no biggie. Alright, so this one is done, and I'm gonna continue doing the next nails here that needs it, and I will be back with my rhinestones to put those onto the accent finger, and then we'll move on to the next color. Alright, so I have already done the green as you could see, and I'm just going to stop for a second because I want to put those rhinestones in, because usually I cover them up with the quick dry top coat there a couple times while so they don't fall out. And like I always mention, that I like going over them a couple times with that top coat because it secures it well and it stays on for almost a week if I let my manicure go that long. So the way I like to apply these is put a nice layer of top coat in the spot that the stones are going to be in, or your studs or jewels or whatever have you. And then I like to use my wax pencil. I've said this a lot. This is the best little gizmo I've ever purchased. It really picks up those little studs and jewels and all that sorts without any problems whatsoever. So if you have one of these, that's fine. If you're looking for one of these, you can pick it up on eBay. It's 2 in a pack, and I'll list everything again at the bottom in the description box. And here I have my 3 little jewels that I'll be using tonight, and I'm going to put the pink one in the middle as I did here, and off to the side, and give it a gentle tap just to secure it. And then the yellow goes on top or the orange, whichever you have. I have yellow. Give that a nice little tap. And the green, I am putting at the bottom. And I'll top coat that right away, and I'm going over the jewels because that's what's gonna secure them and keep in there for a longer time. And we'll come back and give this another top coat at the end of the manicure when we're doing the rest of the nails as well. So I've already cleaned up my little brush that I'm painting with some acetone. Just give that a quick wipe and a rinse in the acetone. And the next color I'll be moving on to is the orange. And I'll show you again on one nail and then fast forward so you don't have to sit through. And I'll just keep putting them, adding them in where I think I like those colors to be, so you could do the same with yours. And I'm guessing this would really look nice if you do them in like a blue, or you know, different colors, blue or and browns and stuff like that. But I decided, let me give this one a shot tonight, and it actually came out very nice. I was very pleased with it, so I've said, all right, I'm gonna share this with you guys. I think I want this to be a little darker, so I'm just gonna hit it again with some more. And I think that's enough orange for this nail. I'm gonna move on to the next guy, so stick with me. Okay, so the orange is done, and I'm moving on to my pink. This is actually a pink with a little hint of purple. I guess you'd call it magenta of some sort, but it's very pretty nevertheless. So I'm going to continue doing that, and again I'm going to do one and fast forward again so you don't have to sit through the whole boring thing. And I'm not doing each nail the same way, as you could see. I'm breaking it up a little. I don't want it to be the same thing going all over. I want it a little crazy, so to speak, here and there and everywhere, you know. So and I think that's enough pink for that one. So that one's actually completed. So I'm going to move on to the next three nails. Okay, so we're all done with painting our nails, and the next thing I'm going to do is apply my top coat. And again, I'm using my favorite top coat, which is Out the Door, and it's a super fast drying top coat, and it really works if you can get your hands on this. It's really great. This one was purchased at Sally's Beauty Supplies, and like I said, it is my favorite. But if you don't have this, go ahead, feel free to use your favorite as well. And go ahead and polish all the nails, and don't forget to cap the ends because that's what prevents the wear down of your nail polish. And again, I'm going over my jewels here one more time, making sure that's locked in there. And when you're polishing your nails, be careful. Try not to go over the same spot twice because it could distort your image. And also be very generous on your top coat, especially if the nail polish is not completely dry that you just put on there, because you wouldn't want to mess up your manicure after all that hard work. And the last thing I'm gonna do is clean up around the edges. Fortunately, I don't have a mess from too much of the stamping, but I do have a mess from the base color. And someone asked me before, how come I don't polish my base color all the way up to the cuticles? That's just my preference, because I have noticed that when I polish it all the way up to the cuticles and my nail starts growing out, if I don't paint them, if I don't paint them in time, they start breaking up the manicure from the bottom. So that's just my preference. If you don't have a problem with it, go ahead and do it, but I usually clean up around the edges, and I do leave a little space right here between my cuticle and the nail bed itself, if you could see that. So that's just something that I do. There's no particular reason for that. I do notice though that it does keep my nails looking a little neater as they grow out, which I like. And that's about it. So let's clean up around the nails here. I'm using my little regular cleanup brush here tonight. I usually use a pen, but I don't feel like using that tonight, so I've pulled out my little brush. And that's it, guys. We're all done with tonight's manicure. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe for my upcoming latest videos. Have a good night, everyone. Bye bye.